somebody that we gotta bring up, and it's we call him the Terminator. This kid is Artyom Morozov from Kazakhstan. Dude is only 24 years old, and boy, man, is he really making a stir. At this last East versus West 4, he goes and beats two legends of our game. He beats Dave Chafee right hand, and he beats Cody Merritt left hand. Wow. I mean, it's just so impressive. And when you say to yourself, he's 24 years old, he's beating guys that have pulled longer than he's been on this earth. That says something about him. And then the other thing is when you see him in person, I mean, he is just such an opposing figure. You walk into the room, you got 30 of the top world athletes there, and this kid just sticks out. He just looks different. I mean, he's just, he's a specimen. What do you think about this dude, bro? Were you surprised how he got both wins that day?
Not so surprised, but it is impressive because he appears to be improving at each East versus West he shows up to. He seems to be getting better. So his competition is definitely focusing him like it needs to, and he's going back and training and coming back better and better prepared. No, he's definitely got a bright future. When people say, Levon's gonna be untouchable for the next 10 or 15 years, there's a bunch of people like Morozov that a lot of us haven't heard of that are still in the next 10 years could burst out of the scene. It's like, no, tough kid. He's a tough, strong, very talented kid.
Well, he's got two big matches coming up. And what is crazy is this boy just doesn't take one match in every East versus West. He's always taking both matches, which that's also impressive, man. And he's got his hands full. He's going to be pulling Revaz right hand, and he's also pulling left hand against Ermes Gasparini. So let's start off with the Revaz match. How do you think that turns out?
Revaz, let's see. I don't know much. I mean, the first time I saw him is when he pulled Michael Todd. And then this time it was Derek Smith, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And we didn't learn a lot watching this Derek Smith match. So all I know is he's got the ability to beat a big Michael Todd, and he has the endurance for it. Where I don't know if I've ever seen Ermes in a long match. Ermes is one of those super fast guys. I don't know if I've seen him in a long match. So, yeah, it'll be I think I like Ermes in that just because it's hard. It's hard for slow guys to beat fast guys because a lot of times the fast guys just get you way over before they can engage. But
the thing you got to remember,
what makes the sport
though,
exciting. I don't know how that's going to go.
The thing you got to remember, though, it's left hand, and left hand Artyom is the number one man on this planet right now. And, him going through Cody Merritt is just said a lot. And then the other thing is Ermes is right hand dominant. He's not too really known for his left arm. So I honestly think this is going to be a really big mismatch. I really think the Terminator is going to blow right through Ermes that day. That's just my personal opinion. But as far as Revaz, that one, I'm really interested in that match because we all know Revaz trains with Levon. He trains with Aracli. I mean, that team Georgia, bro, I got to say, these guys come into the event. It's like the Goon Squad has entered, man. These dudes are all monsters. The smallest guy is 6'2". They're all over 300 pounds other than Aracli. But, I mean, they come in. They don't look friendly. They're just like – they're the Goon Squad. It's the best way to say it. So, I mean, they're
always late. They never show up on time.
Yeah, but I think that's part of the plan, bro. They roll deep. They come in like together, and they're just, giving dirty looks to everybody and just intimidating the whole, everybody there. But yeah. I don't know, man. I'm not sure though. It's gonna be a tough one for Revaz, man, to beat this Artyom Morozov, bro. The only dude that we've seen so far.
I thought Revaz and Artyom were both pulling. I thought Artyom was pulling Revaz and Ermes.
Artyom is pulling Revaz right hand, and he's pulling Ermes left hand.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm going with on my personal thoughts. I'm thinking Artyom takes it left hand, and then I don't know how it's going to turn out between Revaz and Artyom. That in my eyes, it could go either way. It's just who's going to be better that day. Yeah. But what? The other thing I wanted to ask you, bro, is, Artem only being 24 years old, and, everybody's saying there's such a huge gap between Levon and the rest of everybody else. I got to think, bro, you give this kid 2 years of solid focus and training and just sizing him up. I mean, right now he's about 285, but he's ripped. He's got abs. He looks like a bodybuilder. When you look at this man's frame, you could easily see him hitting 350, no problem. Like, he's got the frame to hold it. So I think, he keeps leveling up the way he does. And I mean, we know he's from Kazakhstan. That's one of the top countries in the world for their arm wrestling program and all. We also know they get sponsored by all these people out there. If they're a top arm wrestler, they get apartments, they get, everything paid for in life. So he's got a lot of incentives to really keep stepping it up. Do you think in 2 years, this kid might be the one to give Levon a run for his money? Or do you think he needs a lot longer than that?
It's hard to say. It's hard to say, 2 years when you're at the top like Levon, arm wrestling, Levon in arm wrestling isn't like Serena Williams in tennis, I'm not so sure, the stress it takes to be at the top of our sport. I'm not so sure anybody's got a 10 or a 15-year run at the top. 2 years 2 years might be short, but I think definitely within 5 or 6. But, who knows? Like you said, the kid's got potential. If he keeps working at it, he could. I think he's definitely up in that category already. And he's got nowhere to go but up right now.
Yeah, I definitely agree, man. And he's definitely one of the ones I'm going to be watching and seeing where he levels up to.